Welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing our after week 6 power rankings for the NFL, where we go through every single game. We rank every single team from these categories being GOAT, championship contender, playoff, frisky, mid, fix something and we'll talk, trash, booty, but we'll somehow find a way and it'll piss me off, booty cheeks, dookie booty cheeks, and then the New York Jets. So we go through and we rank every single game. We talk about them in the order in which they were played. So it's not like category by category. It is just me ranking it based off of every ESPN game that is here on the side of the screen. You can't see it, but I can. So let's just go through and we're going to talk about the Thursday Night Football game, which was the Eagles versus the Giants. The Eagles right now, in my opinion, they were in the GOAT category for a while, and then they moved down to championship contender after they lost to the Broncos. Well, the Eagles just lost to the Giants. They lost 34-17, and I'm still going to put the Eagles in the playoff category, but the way that they're looking, I don't know if they're a championship contender right now. Things can definitely change, and they can get better throughout the season, but as of right now, I don't think that this team is capable of winning a championship. Like I said, anything can change. But for right now, I have them in the playoff category. And the New York Giants are one of those teams that are absolutely surprising me. Now, they are winning a game, they're losing a game, but the two games that they have won have been some pretty good games. They've beaten the Eagles, and now they've beaten the Chargers as well. I'm going to put them in the mid category still because you don't know what you're getting with this team. Jackson Dart has a game where he looks really good, and then a game where he looks terrible. You don't know what you're really getting with this Giants team, so I think that right now they're mid. Obviously, the potential to get lower, but Cam Scatterbo and Jackson Dart have been taking over the internet with the memes and whatnot, so I like this Giants team. I think they're fun. I think they're mid. They're not frisky just yet, but I do think that they can get better, but they could also get much, much worse as the season goes along. Next up, we have a game that was potentially the worst game of all year, and the fact that this was over in London, I can't believe that World War III hasn't started yet. That is the New York Jets versus the Denver Broncos. I am going to have the New York Jets in obviously the Jets category because they are the worst team that I have seen this year by far. 0-6, not getting any better. Garrett Wilson's out for a few weeks. Justin Fields had negative 10 passing yards. It was terrible. It was just unwatchable. I can't believe I woke up for that game. Not good whatsoever. And the Denver Broncos, listen, they're still 4-2. They're winning games, but this is a game that I thought you should have blown them out of the water, them being the New York Jets. They did have 9 sacks, but the offense is abysmal right now. It's terrible. I'm going to put them in the frisky category because there are potentially ways for them to get better, maybe bringing in another wide receiver, but this was supposed to be a team that second year with Bo Nix, second year with Sean Payton and Bo Nix was supposed to be this high-flying type offense. The defense looks good. I mean, they did play the New York Jets, but there are a lot of problems. They are frisky. They're not as bad as the New York Giants, but they're only just frisky in my opinion. This was a team that people thought could potentially win the division. It's looking rough for them right now, in my opinion. Our next game, we have the Colts versus the Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals were without Kyler Murray this week. Their entire running back room is decimated, and I think they're trash. I don't think they're a very good team. They're 2-4 this year. Kyler Murray's hurt. The defense is whatever. I mean, they gave up 31 points to a Colts team, which is very good, but this Cardinals team is very streaky. They can't really figure it out on offense. Marvin Harrison Jr. is hurt. All of their running backs are hurt. Kyler Murray's hurt. They are just trash. This isn't even something that I think they can fix. I don't think the Cardinals are a very good team this year. And the Colts, listen, they are 1,000% right now a championship contender, in my opinion. They have the tools to be a championship winning team. They have a good running game. They have a quarterback who puts the ball where it needs to go. And they have a defense that is very good, in my opinion. And the one game that they lost is to another championship contender, spoiler alert, the Rams. I like this Colts team. Can they sustain this the rest of the year? Maybe, but they are built to win in the playoffs. So this Colts team, right now, championship contender, in my opinion. All right, and then we have the Chargers versus the Dolphins. This game, very ugly as well. Justin Herbert rallied to get a big win over the Dolphins. Dolphins just not a good team right now. I'm going to have them in the booty cheeks category. They're 1-5. Tua doesn't look very good. He's taking shots at his teammates. they should probably just blow it up, honestly. I made a video about this yesterday. Get rid of Achan, get rid of Waddle. Keep guys like Minka and maybe Kenneth Grant, but you probably got to get rid of Mike McDonald. You got to get rid of your GM. Get rid of Tua if you can. It's time for this team to blow it up. They are booty cheeks right now, and I could potentially put them in dookie booty cheeks, but there are teams that I think are worse than them. And then the Chargers right now, you know, I'm gonna put them in the frisky category as well. This is a big win for them. I guess it keeps them 4-2, keeps their head above water, but not very good. I get that you didn't have Omarion Hampton and Najee Harris; they're both hurt, but this is still this is a very bad Dolphins team. You got to blow them out of the water, and you just barely rallied to win this game. So you guys are frisky, teetering on mid right now, in my opinion, but I'll have you in frisky just for the time being, but we'll see what happens throughout the rest of the season. The Patriots versus the Saints. The Patriots end up beating the Saints 25-19, and I like this Patriots team. I think they are a playoff team right now. Drake May is coming into his final form. The only thing is, are they going to make a move to try to bring in another wide receiver for Drake May, pair them up with Stephon Diggs? And what is going on? Why is Travion Henderson just not getting the ball? What has he done to Mike Vrabel to not get the ball? It makes no sense in my opinion, but the Patriots are winning games right now. Drake May looks good, and they took on a Saints team that, I think they're just booty cheeks. Spencer Rattler hasn't looked the best, but he hasn't looked terrible. This Saints team, I think they're in the same world as the Miami Dolphins. Let's just blow it up. Let's build for the future. You saw what you got in Spencer Rattler. You might just want to have him as a backup. Go out and get another quarterback in the draft. Get rid of Chris Olave. Get rid of Alvin Kamara and just build for the future right now. The Saints, they're not dookie booty cheeks. They're not on the Jets level, but they aren't really that good. Then we have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns. Pittsburgh Steelers right now are a playoff team, 4-1. The defense is humming. Aaron Rodgers looks good. They are in the same boat that I think with the New England Patriots. They just need to bring in another weapon, and whether that be someone like A.J. Brown, whether that be someone like Chris Olave, Jacoby Myers. Steelers need another weapon aside from just throwing the ball to DK Metcalf, and if they don't make a move, I feel like that is just malpractice in the front office. Steelers need another receiving threat if they want to go all in on this team like they were, having Aaron Rodgers in his final year, having DK Metcalf, signing him to a big contract. This is the late push that the Steelers need to make, and they need to go out, get themselves another receiver. And the Cleveland Browns are dookie booty cheeks. They are not good whatsoever. Dillon Gabriel may be the worst starting quarterback I've ever seen. Myles Garrett is crying right now because the offense isn't looking good, which Myles Garrett said he was coming back because he heard about the quarterback situation that the Browns were bringing in and got all excited. Well, that was obviously a lie because you really got excited about Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dillon Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders. Yeah, absolutely not. The Cleveland Browns are one of the worst teams in all of the league, and they play against the Miami Dolphins this week. I said the league should make this game. Winner gets to fire their coach, and loser has to give their coach a 10-year extension. Yeah, not very good right now. They are booty cheeks. Booty cheeks. Dookie booty cheeks, the Cleveland Browns. They suck. Next up, we have the Dallas Cowboys losing 30-27 to the Carolina Panthers. I am going to put the Dallas Cowboys in the booty cheeks category. They have a good offense, but their defense is just terrible. Rico Dowdle went off against the Cowboys. Just absolutely insane. Jerry Jones probably kicking himself for getting rid of Rico Dowdle, whatever his name is. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. And yeah, they're just not a very good team. The problems that they have right now, listen, they are getting CeeDee Lamb back, and they do have George Pickens, who's been going off. The problems with the defensive side of the ball, I think, are unfixable. Even if you bring in somebody like a Trey Hendrickson, I don't think it's going to fix the problems with this Dallas Cowboy teams. They're not very good this year. And the Panthers, I go back and forth on them because they win a game and then they'll lose a game in bad fashion. I'm going to put them, I don't know. I'm going to say fix something and we'll talk. Only because The thing that they need to fix is just being consistent. Like, again, they win a game, they lose a game. They win a game, they lose a game. Get a little bit more consistent, and then we'll talk. They can obviously drop in the rankings. They can maybe move up to like the frisky. I don't think this is a playoff team, but just fix the consistency, and we'll talk. Next up, the Seattle Seahawks took on the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they ended up winning the game 20-12 versus the Jags. We are going to have the Seattle Seahawks in the playoff category. Jackson Smith-Njigba is an absolute menace. The dude is insane. Sam Darnold looks great. They have a good running game. I really like the Seattle Seahawks team, and they just held the Jags, who beat the Kansas City Chiefs to only 12 points. And I am going to put the Jags right now. I'm going to put them in the mid category, because they are kind of like the Panthers, but they're better than the Panthers, where they'll win a game, they'll lose a game. They have zero consistency whatsoever, but they do have big wins on their schedule, being the Kansas City Chiefs right now. They are 4-2. They just need to get the ball rolling a little bit more. If they would have won this game, I may have considered them putting them in the playoff category, but they got to get a little bit more consistent. I like this Jags team. It's nice seeing Brian Thomas Jr. get a little bit more involved in actually catching the ball. It's nice to see Trevor Lawrence for some games do very well, but they got dominated this game. They got dominated by Jackson Smith-Njigba, Sam Darnold, and the defense held them to only 12 points. That's just not good enough. The Rams versus the Ravens. I have the Rams as a championship contender. I get that they played a very banged up, beat up Ravens team, and they lost Puka Nacua. This is still a very good win for this Rams team. The Rams are 4-2. While they are kind of like the Jags, where they don't have the best consistency, when this team is fully healthy, they are 1,000% a playoff contender, in my opinion. And for the booty, but will somehow find a way and piss me off, that is going to the Baltimore Ravens. They are 1-5 right now. They are abysmal. They are terrible. And somehow they're going to find a way to sneak into the playoffs, and it's going to freaking piss me off. I honestly think this team should move on from Derrick Henry. I just don't think that it makes sense to have him on the team right now. I think that they could get a haul for him. I think that they could get pieces that they actually need instead of having Derrick Henry, because this is one of those offenses that you kind of could just plug in a running back and they'll be good. I don't think they really need Derrick Henry, but again, somehow this team is going to find a way, and it's going to piss me off. But the Ravens are trash. The Tennessee Titans versus the Raiders. The Raiders ended up getting a win versus the Titans 20-10. I'm going to put the Raiders in the booty cheeks category. They're not really a very good team. Geno Smith isn't good whatsoever. It's nice to see Max Crosby still playing well. Maybe we should probably get him off the Raiders and send him somewhere he has a chance to win a championship. It's good to see Ashton Genty running well, but this still just isn't a good team whatsoever, and they seem lost without Brock Bowers, and they're going to be moving away from Jacoby Myers, just seemingly going to blow it up right now. It doesn't look like Geno Smith is really the answer to what this team needs, but they got a win, and a win is a win, and they played up against a team that is Dookie Booty Cheeks. The Tennessee Titans are terrible. They just got rid of their coach. They're 1-5 this year. Not good whatsoever. We see it. It's evident. They probably are going to get rid of Tony Pollard. Yeah, just not good. They're very bad. They might be worse than the Cleveland Browns, and that's saying a lot. Green Bay Packers, they beat the Cincinnati Bengals 27-18. Green Bay Packers right now, I don't know if I want to have them in the playoff category or just the frisky category. I'm going to put them just in the frisky category. They looked dominant at the beginning of the year, and I don't know what happened. Now, they won this game. This was a game that you're supposed to win versus a team that I'm going to put in the booty cheeks category, because the Bengals are just not very good this year. They look better with Joe Flacco than they did with Jake Browning, but they are still not good whatsoever. This is a game the Green Bay Packers had to win. They got the win, but they are still just frisky, in my opinion. I want to see them get a win versus a upper echelon type team. Who is the teams that are who do they play this week? So they play the Cardinals. That's a team that they should probably beat up on. And then the next week on Sunday Night Football, they do play the Pittsburgh Steelers. So they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. I will put them in the championship category, but right now they are just frisky in my opinion. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the San Francisco 49ers. Tampa Bay wins this game 30-19. Baker Mayfield is out here looking like an MVP type candidate. I'm gonna have the championship contender. I'm gonna have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They look like a championship contender in my opinion. Everybody that they lost, they have no Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin, Emeka Ibuka got hurt, and still somehow Baker Mayfield is putting this team on his back. When this team is fully healthy, they are scary. They are a championship contender. It is nuts how good that Baker Mayfield looks right now. 5-1. The game that they lost, who was it to? I believe that the game that they lost, it was to the Eagles, which that's a game that they probably could have won. Baker Mayfield looks awesome this year. MVP type contention for Baker Mayfield. And the San Francisco 49ers, yeah, I don't know where to put them. I'm going to put them in the frisky category because, again, they're dealing with injuries on their own. If they bring in somebody like a Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals, that's really going to help them out. Right now, they're frisky. I don't think they're better than the Eagles, the Patriots, the Steelers, or the Seahawks, but they're dealing with a lot of injuries. They're still a very frisky team. As long as they have Kyle Shanahan, they're going to be frisky. Then Sunday Night Football, we had the Lions versus the Chiefs, and I think that this was a game between two playoff teams. The Lions were dealing with a ton of injuries. They had 6 defensive secondary starters hurt. Just terrible. Like you are expecting to lose if you were that down on the defensive side of the ball. Kansas City Chiefs, they did what they had to do. They looked good. They dominated a team that was hurting in the secondary category. They abused it. They took over. Patrick Mahomes, he took over the game. While I still like both of these teams, I only have them in the playoff category because, one, the Lions are doing that inconsistent thing where, yes, they're dealing with a bunch of injuries, but they'll win a game, then they're going to lose a game that they shouldn't lose. And then the Kansas City Chiefs, their fans have been mega delusional right now. You guys are not a championship contender right now. Yes, you just beat the Lions, but it is not a win versus the Lions that you think it is. You are looking at this with your rose-colored goggles right now. The Kansas City Chiefs are not a championship contender at this moment. They will absolutely jump to that point, but you're 3-3 right now. You are not that good of a team. You beat up on a Ravens team that is terrible, but you lost to the Eagles, you lost to the Jaguars, you lost to the Chargers. That is just, it's not good enough right now to be a championship contender. So you guys obviously have a say to be like, hey, why are you putting us that low? Because we got Patrick Mahomes. And I get it. You have Patrick Mahomes, and he should instantly make you guys a championship contender. But the way the entirety of the team is playing right now, you're a playoff team. You're not a championship contender, in my opinion. And then we had 2 Monday night games. We had the Buffalo Bills versus the Atlanta Falcons. I am going to put the Atlanta Falcons in the frisky category because they beat the Buffalo Bills, but then like a few weeks ago, they lost 40-0 or whatever versus the Panthers. One of those streaky teams that nuts, absolutely nuts that 1 week they put it all together and then the next week they just get absolutely dominated. And the Buffalo Bills right now, I'm going to put them in frisky. I'm going to put them in the frisky category. They don't look good. These past 2 weeks on primetime, they have not looked good whatsoever. So Josh Allen could do the thing where he takes over games and looks like Josh Allen, but they struggled versus the Saints. They lost to the Patriots, and then they lost to the Falcons in even worse fashion than I think what the scoreboard says. This Bills team is just frisky right now, but they are not very good in my opinion. And then we're going to move on. I think that this latest game between the Bears and the Commanders, the second Monday Night Football game, this was just a battle of mid right now. The Commanders aren't looking the best. Is this a sophomore slump for Jaden Daniels? And the Chicago Bears, while they did get a win, still struggled a little bit. This was just a battle of mid right now. And then our bye week teams, I'm going to put the Minnesota Vikings and fix something, and we'll talk. The fix something again being all their injuries and their quarterback play. And I don't really like the Texans. I think that they are trash right now. 2-3. They did their latest win. They beat the Ravens, but again, it was the Ravens, not very good. They have to play the Seattle Seahawks. You beat the Seattle Seahawks, and we will definitely talk about moving you up in the rankings. As you guys can see, we do not have a GOAT team this week because I have no idea what team is good in the NFL this year. I have zero idea. Like, I had the Buffalo Bills in that category. They get crushed. I put the Eagles in that category. They start losing. There is an argument that you could maybe put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers there, but I feel like that's unfair to the Colts because the Colts' only loss was to the Rams, and there's just a lot. I'm not even going to touch a GOAT team this week. We'll see what happens, but as of right now, I don't know who's good. I really don't know who's good in the NFL this season. So if you have a GOAT team, let me know who you think it would be, because right now, I truly cannot decide who the GOAT team is in the NFL. So guys, thank you so much for watching my latest power rankings list. Let me know where you think I was right. Let me know where you think I was wrong. Let me know who you think the best team in the NFL is right now. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell notification. Follow us on all of our short form platforms. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, Snapchat. You know where we're at. Yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. And I will see you all on Friday. Or if I make a video tomorrow, I'm researching something right now about making a video. But we'll see. For sure, I will see you on Friday for our latest podcast episode of the Hail Mary. So I will see you all on Friday for sure. Peace out, guys.